Mr. Truck here with another exciting truck review up in the Rockies. We're up here playing with our four-wheelers, having a good time on all these trails, and we have today a 2017 Ford F150. Now this is the Limited. This is the top of the line Ford. This is as good as it gets. $67,000 for every toy you can imagine, and it's a 3.5 EcoBoost twin turbo V6 10-speed automatic. And David, how much power do we have?
It's got 375 horsepower and 470 foot-pound of torque.
Yeah, that's what it has.
Let's put it out.
So come join us and watch the Rockies. Yeah, there's that the back moonroof, so you can watch the mountains go by. That is awesome. We all like to have those giant moonroofs. And then one of those other buttons is for the front. And we saw how this has this really cool windscreen. Yeah, cool. Wow. And you can close up that too, or open it. So you knock off all the sun or let some sun in. And look at the mountains. Now, I was going to talk about the cameras. Push them on, look at that. That is the side view, the front view. Now, let's see. I remember how to run this thing. Put it in reverse and we'll show what the backup camera looks like. Yeah, now what's cool about that is that line in the middle for lining up the coupler to the ball, which I really like. And then see, I can magnify it where instead of showing the side and the trailer, I can just show the trailer. That is so cool. Or I can show straight back, or I can show smaller. And see what this one does. And I'll go back to pushing this a few times. And that is the back. So that's that 360 kind of on the back, shows you a wider angle. And I'll get somewhere, I'll get to the front. Okay, take it out of reverse. And there's the front, which is so cool.
Is anyone else hungry?
Big camera. Except you still want to eat back there, I don't understand it. I'm having fun with the camera. Or put a button on this thing instead of a stupid little toggle switch.
My seats are massaging.
You got the massaging seats going on? What?
Is that?
Oh, I hear that, massaging seats.
Yeah.
That is cool. It's loud.
Where's
mine? Turn mine on too.
I don't know how I turned it on in the first place.
Well, it's complicated.
I was adjusting my seat over here.
I gotta get my seat belt on. We gotta be safe with our massaging seats. You don't have one back there, do you, Symphony?
My lumbar pad's all
yeah, it does that weird thing.
blown up.
Yep, can't beat roly-poly massaging seats. Up and down it goes. Oh, wow, that's way down in the bottom part of the seat. Oh my gosh, this is just the most soothing. This is good. I gotta get one of these. The heated seat, the massaging seat, the cool seat. You can have your seat anywhere you want your seat. Oh, I love it up here. This is, man, the Rockies. The trees are budding out.
Today was a better day than the last time we were here.
Yeah, we tried this with the last truck, and it got snowed down the mountain.
Yeah, we were like soaked to the bone.
This time we made it a lot further until the snow got really deep, and then we had to use the winch.
Stuck in the snow.
So we got stuck in the snow. So somebody's dad had to winch them out.
Yeah. It's a good thing somebody invested in a winch on their four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Or we'd still be
a
up
good
there.
thing. This 2017 F150, this is like Supremo loaded. And we're not towing much. You got a 3 4-wheelers in the trailer, so you're looking at, 2,500 pounds or whatever we are. And this truck is actually rated with the 3.5 EcoBoost twin turbos 10-speed automatic. It does have an axle ratio that's meant for fuel mileage. The axle ratio on this is like a 331. Yep, 331, which is probably more common than we think. We're used to, 355s, 373s. With this 10-speed, you can get that first gear low enough that you're perfectly fine having those higher, what we call them, higher axle ratios. It's a lower number, but higher ratio for fuel mileage. You can hear that trailer bouncing around back there. I got the window down. It's getting toasty. Oh, hear that river. I love it. I don't know which river this is, but it really sounds awesome. That was a fun thing about driving in the mountains, is there was little waterfalls everywhere you looked. A lot of fun up there with the four-wheelers. But this rascal, $67,000 is MSRP on this, and it's a limited edition. That is above Platinum, above King Ranch. It's like the peak. This is a white gold color, which I love it. And this two-tone interior, yeah, the brown and black interior, I love it. It's got the brown stitching. And I don't know if the accents are wood or not. They look like wood, and it's got dark and then white in the middle. So it is awesome. Is it comfortable back there, something? These are good looking seats. They got the limited badging on them. Brown inserts in the middle. All that cool stuff. Even the console has a F150 limited thing on it. Yeah. There's a VIN number right there. That must be the production model number. This was the 36th one built.
There's a lot of room even in the middle seat back here.
Yeah, this 150 cab, when they came out with that, which was a long time ago, I think it was 2015? No, that's aluminum. Came out in 2015. This giant cab came out earlier than that. Might have been 2011. Ooh, look at the white water down there. Love that white water. But that, and this has the same cab now. The Super Duty has this cab, which makes it a lot bigger. But yeah, there's enough room on that back floor. You could put sleeping bags and large screen TVs and all kinds of equipment. We stack a lot of camera equipment, helmets, and yeah, very roomy. And in the 2015, they actually lowered the door here for your mirror. Where before that it was bogus. It actually raised the back of the door up to make it look like they lowered the front. When this time they actually lowered the front, so it's real. I love it when it's real. It's a wonderful interior. Everything's laid out so well. This has the Pro Trailer backup assist. The what's it called when it cruise control, radar locks on, adaptive cruise control. This is the giant moonroof. You got power, tilt, and telescoping, push button start, all-wheel drive, and of course all the four-wheel drive modes on this. But you got plenty of place to store things, throw things. Nice console. It's a very comfortable truck. I think this has 20-inch wheels. It's gigantic wheels, so we can do rap music in this one. So, we look like rappers. But the MPG on this, it's rated at 23 on the highway, which is good for, a well-loaded truck with some weight to it. And in the city, it's rated 17, combines 20. Right here where all the beaver dams are.
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, there's kind of some weird buildings right here where they kind of get abandoned all winter, and then in the summer people come back and camp out. Yeah, it's hard to get past that price, $67,000. But it's all about toys. You can get one of these as an XLT, comfortably equipped, back in the 40s. So it's all relative to what you want, and a lot of people, they'll buy this as their luxury car.
I heard of elk down here.
Yeah, that's where you saw the elk come up on top of the mountain.
Yeah, when we were coming down the trail.
Yeah, it's awesome. We were over by Moffett Tunnel, which I guess the Amtrak came through today. The tunnel's still being used for the trains. That's kind of where we're at here at the start of this trail. But this puppy, which is a Super Crew, 145-inch wheelbase means it's got a 5.5-foot bed. What we call the short bed. So it's not the easiest thing to pull a gooseneck with. But this one, yeah, it's rated towed 10,700. And, I'm sure it's less than that. It's hard to look this stuff up. But I try to look it up and see what fits this axle ratio, this configuration. But things like those 22-inch wheels, that actually, are they 20 or 22? 22. Wow, it's almost a semi-tire. They're 22.5s. Yeah. But anyway, 22-inch wheels. What that means, you got real small sidewalls, and the suspension on these trucks can handle that. They used to use the sidewall as part of suspension, and now they don't. It's all done with the shocks.
I can't change my temperature back here, and I don't appreciate it.
You got to change your temperature?
I can't like change.
Oh, there's no buttons for that?
There's no like back seat temperature.
Oh my God! I bet there's a screen for that up here. Wow, I am surprised. I'm surprised there's not something.
There's butt warmers.
Butt warmer back there. You got butt
I
warmers.
got butt warmers, and I
Okay.
got different kind of charging ports. That's about it.
Because of this Pro Trader backup thing, they kind of hide where the brake controller is, which I don't appreciate. You got to look around for it. If you're in an emergency, you better know where that's at. If you want to take the sway out of the trailer. Sprayed in bed liners has those cool fold-out running boards when you open the door. I don't even hit myself in the shins anymore. When it first came out, I was always hitting myself with them. I guess
It seemed like they're not as delayed as I don't know, the other pickup. I don't know what we had though.
Yeah.
We had a different pickup, and it seemed like it was delayed.
Well, the Chevy was.
it was the Chevy.
Yeah, and it was very loud.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised
this doesn't
Chevy's
make very much noise.
No, you don't hear it. Same setups on the Lincolns on their big SUVs, but this one, yeah, and Chevy's known for being quiet. I'm really surprised that they let the guys get by with that noisy running board, but here we are. Sprayed in bed liner, active park assist. It's got the 38-gallon extended fuel tank, which is good. The auto stop start, which now you'll start seeing that in 18 about all the trucks forward.
What's that? Auto start.
Yeah, that means if you stop at a stop sign, it shuts the engine off.
Oh yeah. The Raptor had that, and
you can shut it off. You can shut this one off too.
Oh yeah, I was at the drive-through getting food, and the pickup turned off, and I was, I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, here is this button to shut off the auto start. Ah, that's good. That's what you want, because it's going to be a pain in the butt for a lot of people to have that on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Rapture.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's all the 18 F150s let it stop start, except for that base model 3.5. They're gonna do that to diesel too, which seems kind of odd.
Just for fuel economy, is it?
Yeah, it's all about fuel economy. My Fusion is a hybrid; it has all that on. You can't shut it off; it just does it. Hands track, all kinds of airbags in the seat belts, airbags all over the place.
What's the crash rating for?
Crash rating, looks like a bunch of 5s. Looks like it's 5s on everything, but rollovers are 4. Overall vehicle scores are 5, frontal crash 5, both passenger and driver. Side crash 5, front seat, rear seat. So yeah, so rollover. And I know this B-pillar here, my brother's had a couple of these, and he's gotten into crashes with RVs whipping out of control. And they came out fine, and that was because of how strong the B-pillar was. And then that was framed right underneath the doors, which is very strong.
Yeah, what year was that? One of the first years when they changed the...
Yeah, it was probably 2011. A lot of LEDs on this thing, too. Got the power sliding rear window. If you got one that costs this much, you know it's going to have every toy known to man. This also has that tailgate step.
Oh, and it's got that built into the tailgate.
To the tailgate. This is the one that makes tailgate level, which I like. No one wants to sit on a whole bunch of wavy rubber, or not rubber, hard plastic. Try to brake controller, voice activated navigation. Well, we could have done that, told that we wanted to go here.
Yeah.
We have to try that out. Memory driver seat. Cooled. Driver passenger seats. So do you have cooled seats back there too, Symphony, or just the
just warm.
just the warm seats?
They're fly fishing or something.
Yeah. And that time of the year.
It is still pretty early, when we went out on other adventures on the four-wheelers and stuff. Usually we were in June, weren't we?
Yeah, because we keep waiting for these places to open. Now, there's a few of them over here by Boulder that are open year-round, which I like, and that's what this one is. So you got to kind of look around for them.
There's people everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of motorcycles out today. That'd be normal.
And it's a Wednesday. Well, there was a bunch of people up. Yeah, because we were up here on a Sunday last time. And there was a bunch of people that came off the mountain when we were going up the mountain.
Yeah. Yep, nice-looking console. Look at that good-looking man there driving. It's my oldest son. Oh, Oh, and my granddaughter, where is she? She's back there in the back seat somewhere, covering up her nose. I don't know what she's doing. Anyway. So what do you think of this truck? How do you like to ride?
It's nice so far. We're still on dirt roads and stuff.
Yep.
I like the Rapture better.
Well, the Raptor, yeah, it's a toy truck. It's like not the same thing.
Oh yeah, and the suspension's
This one
a
doesn't
little bit
like
different
stop
than
if you get close to a car. Remember how the other ones like slowed down when you got close to a vehicle?
Well, this I think has that too. I gotta figure out, yeah, if
the
the button's
intelligent
on
cruise or whatever.
Well, yes, it has adaptive cruise control. Yeah, it's got adaptive cruise control and all that stuff. But it's got the sensors that beep at you when you're backing up and almost hitting the car and all that stuff. So yeah, it's got all that.
But you did have the lights come on the dash when we're coming up.
Yeah, right. And if you see, there's a little corner light on these mirrors that tells you when somebody's too close to your side of you.
Yeah, well,
not lane departure. It's when somebody is going around you or you're crossing the line. Those lights light up. There's a name for it. Look at that dump truck. Oh, that's just a 5500 Dodge Ram. We've got that new Ford F650 at home. We're going to try it this weekend. But yepper.
Yeah, it seems nice. The interior's nice too. It doesn't clash too bad where you have all the different colors.
No, I'm a big fan of brown. Brown and black is not easy to match them together. They've done pretty good with this. What do you think of that white gold exterior? It's kind of like a pearl.
Yeah. Should be easy to keep it clean.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's cool off a little bit in here.
And you might as well just go all the way and put real wood in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not that easy to do. I mean, luxury cars do it. Lexus does it. A lot of those do it. And there are some
Because otherwise it
Fords
just
that have it.
so you might as well just go all the way and get wood or don't.
Yeah, yeah.
See?
Well, yeah. You're a luxury woman, huh? You want to be all the way luxury. See, here's that lane departure thing. There's the whatever that steering thing is. That's not heated steering. What that is? One of those. Oh, that might be. What is that? I have to figure out. But yeah, it's got lane departure. Does it show it on? Something came on the dash. Is that lane departure?
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, turn that on.
So it just lights up.
Tells you that's on there, but it'll show it in the mirrors and it'll beep at you, all kinds of things. It's getting too close to you, or you get too close to something.
Turn it off again. Turn it back on. Okay. Just double check and make sure. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, and see there is your adaptive cruise control is also on. So that's in the steering wheel. This thing, it's like an airliner. You get in here, so many knobs and buttons. You gotta figure out, plus, you know, all the stuff you're doing with the moonroof.
Oh yeah, come up with a room.
You want to see what that does? Well, that's the back window. Okay, it must be one of these windows. Yeah, there we go. And only the front one, I think, opens up. But there is a way to get the glass
Oh, that's
back
cool.
there.
It just did something weird.
What's that?
I don't know. Look it up. No,
Is there a spaceship? What are you looking
there's
at?
like this thingy popped up.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There's
Yeah,
like
it's an air vent. Yeah, an air vent.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe this does not. Yeah, this does. Which button opens up? Hey folks, today with our project we're loading my truck. We have loaded my truck on this trailer, my tilt trailer, and we're getting ready to tie it down. Now, what we've used in the past is a normal legal binder. You see the yellow one here, we've had it a long time. And you know, you hand crank it and it takes a while to get it done. Then it's got a flipper there to go off and on that sometimes doesn't work, so you got to oil the heck out of these things. They sent me their new torque drive. And torque drive, that's what it means. You just use a power drill. This is a DeWalt 6 or 20 volt, and this is a drill, not an impact. But you can run this puppy right there, and you turn it on, and turn it off. It's got a brake mechanism inside, so all you do is stop, turn it, and it locks, which is so cool. Where, you know, this one you go back and forth, this you just let the drill do the work. Or you can use a wrench. You can use a 3/4 inch wrench. It's even greasable. Now this one is rated 9,200 pounds. This is the 3/8 half-inch chain size, And it's going to save us a bunch of time because, you know, we haul a lot of stuff on our trailers. And this way we can do it in less than half the time. But that's what this one does. Your wrench goes there and you zip it in and out. And we'll show you that here in a minute, tied to the chains. This is their new torque drive system from speedbinder.com.
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to unscrew it. Now that was fast and easy. Nothing to getting that out before it's ready for the chain. Putting the drill to on, and I'm on the 5th setting on number 3 as far as torque.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Now I'm going to change it to the 1 setting, the highest torque setting. I don't know if I go till I break the chain or... Man, that's good torque.
How tight is the chain?
Well, it feels tight to me. How's it feel on your side?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
A little more?
No, let's do that and then let's do the front one. Because we don't want to pull the truck off the trailer with all this power. So this time we're going to wrap this chain around the axle. We've done a lot of other things with the tow hooks and you can't always reach the tow hooks. So we're going around the outside tube of this Dana axle, hopefully. It's a strong axle. And we're doing our speed loader torque drive, our speedbinder.com torque drive on the driver's side so that I can kind of see it through my mirrors and where it's at. But now we got it on there. I'm going to set the drill. It's on 5. I'm going to set this to 3 on the torque. And let's see what happens. Boy, that is fast.
Whoa.
That is fast. Now I'm going to set it to 1. See if I have enough room to get it in there. Probably should have moved it around a little. But man. Is the axle bending? Now I know I might set this on 6 for the power setting. Is that cool or what? That is tighter than I've ever been able to get a regular hand crank binder. I'm going to call that good. And that's all there is to it. It takes so much less time, so much less effort. We're out here 90 degrees. You don't want to be hand cranking this thing for 10 minutes. So we just zip it on here with our good old DeWalt 20 volt from our torque drive folks. And we'll see how this works. We're going to drive it a couple 100 miles or a little more, and we'll see how tight things are. Steve, it stays tight?
Well, you know, how about the cushions in the seats? Are they nice and comfy?
You know, the middle one not so much, but the other ones are pretty nice.
Yeah, there's something about that middle seat. It's hard to get them really nice and soft. It's got seatbelts for 5, but this does the corners, and we're in the mountains. We're probably 10,000 feet, maybe 9,000 feet. And this thing just purrs.
Yeah,
It's got plenty of power. Plenty of power, yeah. That 10-speed, I love the 10-speed. I can hardly wait till it comes out in the Super Duty.
I don't even feel it shift.
Yeah, that's true. And this 10-speed, you don't feel it shift. I mean, we don't even tow haul mode. We're just tow haul mode. But you see it?
No.
I know it has it. But anyway,
Shift harder with the tow mode on.
Well, it holds the RPMs, helps you a little bit grade shifting down the hill. But I've noticed that when they went to the 10-speed, it doesn't grade shift the same as the 6-speed. And I think that's because it doesn't hold the RPMs. But yeah. Oh, I know, the button's on the side of the shifter. You see there, it says Sport Mode, the shifter center console.
Oh. I'm looking at the, well, like in my
Yeah.
bread truck,
Okay,
it's got it at the end of the...
Yeah. Well, that's true. It is a bit, yeah, the shifter, yeah. That makes sense. But I got tow haul mode on, that's a little button here. You got tow haul mode and sport mode. Sport mode, they really bark. Get this twin turbos flying in sport mode. But we got tow haul mode now. It helps you a little bit coming down the hill, but not quite as effective as it was. But yeah, you don't hardly ever feel it shift. It's amazing. It's very smooth. But you know the
And it told him the
Holding
the speed.
Well, that's good. That's got a great shifting I want. That's because you're in manual. Why are you in manual? You go up
It's
one
in
gear.
drive, ain't it?
Yep, there it is. It went away with the manual. Anyway, tow haul mode is on. Let's see, where's the sport mode? There's sport mode. Now we're
okay.
going real fast.
Where's it?
No,
Down
yeah,
here?
it's the same button. Same button's tow haul mode.
Oh, okay.
You watch your dash and it does both.
It
So it gets up and barks.
Boy,
Boy, yeah, so that's cool. It gets louder and it goes faster.
This is the bad one too.
Very smooth.
So we
transmission.
shouldn't be going 50 and when a 25?
Correct.
Yeah, no, these are getting confusing as tow haul modes because between Chevy and Ford, they do have some new systems out there for holding you coming down the hill.
Oh, yeah, it does have a lot of pickup.
Yeah, in sport haul mode, it's sport mode. It's a lot of fun.
You can tell the difference for sure.
Yeah, and I suppose that raises the RPMs. And you can manually shift all 10 gears and do all kinds of stuff with them. Tow haul mode. And two, when you're in tow haul mode, it'll actually it should use all the gears. When you're out of tow haul mode, it can jump 2 or 3 gears, so that it doesn't need to go through all 10 of them.
And now, what was it in the middle?
Part of that is your adaptive cruise control. Yeah,
you can see when you're too close to the right, it gets yellow.
Is that what it's doing there?
Yeah, when you get too
Yeah.
close to the
Oh, yeah.
middle, it turns yellow.
Let's go by. I hope you're not staring at that too much. You won't even know where the road is.
You don't need to even look at the road. You
I
just
know,
got to
that's-
make sure that it stays green on both sides.
Well, that's how it works with all this new electronics on here. You may not see the road till you go flying off the cliff. So I don't know. I'm old school, so I like the old way of doing things. But they're making it safer. I mean, there's things like backup cameras, which will be mandatory in a couple of years. I think that's a very good thing to do. But yeah, all this lane departure stuff is. And one of these machines, I almost kept telling me to go drink coffee because I thought I was swerving too
Oh yeah,
much.
that was funny.
Which truck
Was that in the Ford Limited last year when we went to Moab?
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
That was the limited we took to Moab last year?
I'm pretty sure. Or
Me
wasn't
too.
Yeah,
there?
that was it. It was when we went to Moab.
But isn't there a premium?
Well, there's, let's see, there's King Ranch, and this is the top one. And what is the middle one on the luxury side? It used to be King Ranch was the top end. It might be a Platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah, Platinum.
Yeah.
This is a limited, so this is as good as it gets. The 2.7 small. The 2.7 EcoBoost is smaller than this, and it's fast. But this one is more horsepower and torque.
And this is 3 what?
This is a 3.5.
3.5.
Twin turbo. So they've had these out for a while. Now this is the second generation, so it has more horsepower and torque, like he told us. So you put that in 10-speed, and it's dual injection. It's got a port injection and direct injection. So high pressure direct, low pressure port. So there's 2 injectors per cylinder. So you think in your mind, that means more fuel consumption. But apparently they know what they're doing, because that in 10-speed, this truck over the last year's, 2000, I'm losing track of my years, 2015, at least gets about 2 miles to the gallon better. 4 gears. It's a very quiet truck too.
Yeah, you don't hear much of it.
And these luxury trucks are selling really well. Everybody's kind of getting to really like them. Of course, everybody can afford one of these. I couldn't afford one of these. And I really like this truck. Well, there's so many safety devices on this. The red lights, if you get too close to the vehicle gets too close to you, red lights shine up on your windshield. So
Yeah, we got LED lights flashing at me.
yeah, kind of like a fighter jet. Plus them on the mirrors, plus in the dash. My goodness. They lights up like a Christmas tree when it thinks somebody's going to run into you.
And it wasn't necessarily. It was just the road's so curvy that the vehicles in front of us look like they're
Mistaken a curvy
crossing
road
in front of us, I guess.
for a head-on collision. Well, I suppose all the safety stuff is good. You got to get used to it too. And that's the tough thing about being a journalist. You get in a different vehicle every week, and you got to figure out how they all work and what noise means what light means what. Figure out how to drive these things.
Well, it's pretty bright, and it's daytime. I can't imagine how bright it'd be at
red LEDs. You know, they'd be blinking your eyes so you can see again.
Yeah, you cleared it, I guess.
And we got tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck, the ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to look at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks, maximum capacity, up to the biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And, you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So, you know, all that stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts.